What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, The Truth, and in this GG film room, we're back for another edition, guys. And this time, as you can see in the top right-hand corner, it is not Tyronto. It is not myself, The Truth. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is Warhawk from the TNA crew. He's claiming to be, I don't think he's claiming to be, but the community is claiming to be that he's probably one of the best, if not the best player this year, guys. Warhawk, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Dan. It's good to be here.
And
yeah, this year's been good so far. Just winning.
Yeah. Now, let me just kind of jump in and give you a little bit of background on Warhawk here. Your name's Stephen Lee, right?
Correct.
Okay. He's actually one of the newest or the newest GG pros. Reason I say GG, guys, if you haven't already checked it out, we had a little bit of a scenery change, a little bit of a takeover here. It's not called Ask Madden anymore. It's not called AM. It's actually called GG Madden. More on that in a little bit later on down the road. But with that being said, guys, Warhawk used to be in the COB crew, and then you jumped over to TNA. And then you've been with them for what, this year, or a little bit of background on yourself, and then we'll jump into this game, which is actually, guys, this is not just any ordinary film room. This is the Battle of the Throne, if you will, and I'll explain exactly what that is in just a moment here. But go ahead and explain a little bit about yourself, Warhawk, just so everyone can get to know you and you know what they're gonna start to expect from you, as far as you know, because you're the newest AM pro to our staff. So,
all right, yeah. Last year. It was basically the Chicago tourneys. Started playing Madden 11 again. Then I joined COB about after the Indy tourney last year, if you guys remember that one. And then about Harrisburg time, I was in TNA. And then since then, just enrolling with them.
Okay. So why do you think that you've had so much success this year? Not that you haven't had crazy success in recent past, but this year you look to be the heavy hitter, the Los, for you guys that knew Los last year. He was probably the best last year in all the top ranks. Everyone always had them always had Los at number 1. So Warhawk, your name is coming up as probably one of the best, if not the best. You think it's the way the game plays, or you think it's, you know, the people you're playing with, you're getting better? What do you you know, account your success to this year so far?
Well, it's definitely people I play with. Playing with TNA every day, you definitely get better. But my offense just translated well from the end of last year into NCAA and then into Madden. Like it's been bunch all year, and it's just really been almost the same reads the entire way through here.
Okay, so we're gonna see the bunch, correct, in this game?
Yeah, you'll see. I come out in bunch every single play, really.
Okay, now what playbook are you in on offense and defense, just so everyone knows at home that what they can kind of expect from you?
In offense, I'm in the Houston playbook.
Okay.
On defense, and this game in the 4-3, I've been switching between multiple and 4-3, but 4-3 for now. Gotcha.
Now, why Houston? Because I know that there's a couple different playbooks. I think Washington and oh geez, can't get that. Can't get that. Oh man, he threw that right at you. Why Houston other than other playbooks?
I was in Green Bay for a while with the bunch, and I actually went to Houston because tight doubles. As you guys know, Aspro Namath actually runs that almost every single play.
Yeah, the tight doubles.
I added that to added to audibles and been running ever since. Gotcha. Real easy to add into.
Okay. All right. Well, then you said that you're in Houston playbook and 4-3 and multiple D, and you're just kind of back and forth, but still sound the same concepts and stuff, right?
Correct. Everything's the same.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, anyways, let's jump into the game here specifically. You're playing. I think this is Sir Hulk, right?
Yeah, Sir Hulk Z.
Sir Hulk Z. Okay, these guys with these names nowadays, man. We gotta. Oh, jeez. I hate that swan animation right there.
They're just so big. These giants are big.
Yeah, these guys are. They have what? Ramses Barton 6'6". They don't have Boss anymore. Who else do they have?
The Hakeem Nicks just plays big for no reason. They just get off the press. Like I was trying to press most of the game. You'll see him get off the press most of the game.
Yeah, I did see that. Now, what do you like to run better on offense? You like to, I mean, on offense. On defense, you like to run zone or man? I like to run man, but like you said, the getting off the jam is ridiculous. And I think Hakeem Nicks, doesn't he have like 99 beat press or something wild?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And I like to start off in press.
Okay.
I usually just give him a dime 2-man under, see what they do. Then I get in zone most of the game. I actually stay in zone probably 90% of all my games.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just because you can pick those streaks, you can pick just different routes that people throw.
Okay.
And man, you're always a step behind, it feels like, or like you're there, but you don't always get that pick animation.
That's a good ass draw right there. Draws are really effective last year. They weren't that effective this year. Why do you have you starting to run those a lot more now? Was that in your audibles?
That is my audibles. I actually have a pass play of that same formation.
Okay.
I run that pass play a lot against zone, so as you'll see, like it's just hard to keep. It's just easy to keep balance, really.
Jesus, Finley. So what you did right there is this kind of your base play? You streak Finley on the left, and you do inside slant, outside slant, and a streak.
Yeah, the reason I come on that play is that angled streak on the left. If he's man to man, one on one, I'll throw it every time.
Every time.
Rodgers can make that throw.
Real. Now you don't re-streak Finley. You leave him on the angled streak. Is that what you're saying?
Leave him on the angled streak. I just like the way you get inside position.
Okay, now the angled streak, it actually goes to the outside. Why would you? You actually get inside?
Like the defender's outside too. So when you bring Finley back in one step, he's always behind him.
Okay, so do you pass that up, or what do you do?
Yep, just up, and you swerve him. Just like last year, you just swerve him a little bit.
Finley was so open right there. You have everybody open right there.
That's that slat flant combo.
That's
always open.
The flat route and then the slant over the top.
The slant, and you have a streak that takes away the top zone. So.
Yeah, that's really effective. So this is I form close. I'm guessing this is a run here.
Yeah, this is, yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so that was pretty easy on offense. Is that what you are known for this year? If you had to pick an offense or defensive side of the ball, what would you kind of go with? Are you a more offensive player or a defensive player?
Oh, this year I feel like offense is just it's a lot easier to move the ball.
Okay.
It's just very simple. I use the same tactics the entire way down the field. You'll see all game long. It's the same thing.
Gotcha.
And on defense, it's just adjustments. I mean, some people you can lock up, and some people you have trouble with.
Okay. So now that you kind of saw the way that this guy likes to run offense, okay, so you're in the 4-6 normal. You're in man here. What are your? He's coming out. Let's see what he comes out in here. This is the weak eye twins. He's probably. What do you think he's gonna run the ball here? What are your reads? Are you down near the line of scrimmage with shields to stop the run?
Yeah. I'm looking for the run here.
Okay, there you go. All right.
He actually has a good block right there.
Yeah. Now that's the thing with stopping the run this year. To my knowledge, is it's a lot of user blowing up because I got a lot of questions, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of questions yourself about, hey man, how do you stop the run? How do you stop the run? But this year it's just you really got a user blow it up. Now right there you kind of messed up and you were out of position. You end up getting blocked. You agree with that, or you have like you have a D that you? Go ahead.
He had the right guy. When he motioned that guy, he picked me up real quick, and it was easy, like 15 yards for him in that run.
Gotcha. So it's really, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, is there like a play in this year's? Because if it is, maybe TNA has a glitch that I don't know about. But you have a play that's just like blows up the run. Or is it just basically like user blowing it up? I think I actually heard you guys talking about something at a party had a couple nights ago, but you don't got to give it out now, maybe down the road. But is there an actual play that you guys like to run that blows up the run, or is it something that just kind of is a lot of user stick?
If you're in a passing formation, like you can pass out under center.
Uh-huh.
You have to blow it up by yourself. But if you have multiple defense, I'll just 1-5-5 shake if I'm having a lot of trouble.
Okay, gotcha.
Just like everyone else, just shake it if you can't stop it, and they just fly through. So.
Gotcha. All right, so you guys heard it there. If you guys all else fails when stopping the run, I always have the 1-5 shake as well in my audibles, just in case if you can't stop the run, you just go ahead and shake them. So right now I see that guy is that guy going to come through the B gap? I see that
he does sometimes. It kind of depends on what he's doing, but he does come through the B gap almost every time.
Really? Okay, gotcha.
That'll be in a tip soon too.
That's what's up. All right, so. All right, so you're re-blitzing him. I'm trying to see how this is working out here. Now, what's your reads? Are you 4th and 1? Are you a type of player that is going to try and play riskier to stop it, or like he either gets a first, like if he gets a first down, it's a touchdown, or if he doesn't get it, it's a pick six? Or what are you looking here?
Right there, I was actually thinking he was going to run, and I don't know why I hit him. Like, I thought he was going to hold it and just get hit stick by Collins, but
oh man,
took him out a little early.
That was actually a pretty good read. Now, what is your take on what this whole battle of the throne is, guys, which I'll kind of jump into it now. For those that didn't know, what we wanted to do is we kind of wanted to see some of the best, there it is. That's the user blow up right there. Some of the best tournament players, competitive players, however you guys want to call it. We all have different names for it. Versus the online players. A lot of us tournaments players call them randoms, which is kind of disrespectful. But Jesus, this guy just overthrew the ball. What's your take on them? because I know that back in the day when hardcore rank was around, I used to get it in all the time. And there's definitely a couple people online that can play. Now this guy is like, if you went and asked, a big tournament player, he probably wouldn't know him by name, I guess you could say. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think these guys actually have some game. Oh jeez, there he goes. I think they definitely have some game. You know what I mean? Where they need their respect, and this is not just me talking because we're in this film room, but I really do think that they can hang in there and get some respect. What is your take on them? And you can be honest if you think they're ass and titties, and let me know. But I think that they're they, especially in this year's game, the way that EA makes the game and dumbs it down, I guess you could say. Oh jeez, Eli Manning's horrible. What is your take on that? What do you take on the online guys or this whole Battle of the Throne thing? Was it fun? Would you do it again? Did you think this guy was good? Just some thoughts. What did you think about it?
Yeah, he definitely better than I thought he'd be. I mean, I knew he'd be decent.
Okay.
But as a ranked game player, they usually don't have a complete scheme.
Okay.
They have like one play.
Okay.
That's how it's been in the past. And he actually had, I mean, he stayed in the same formation most of the game, but he actually had plays. He actually had reads, which is a little different than some guys that you play. I don't know. I guess I would still say tournament community is stronger as far as better players.
Of course.
But I definitely say they are. You're right. They deserve some respect out there.
Now, what do you think if you had to give this guy, an idea on how to stop you? I don't know if you want to give out how to stop you, but what could he do better? I guess because it looks like he can't stop you at all. Is there something that he could have done differently, or is it really a situation that the way that this game is played it's systematic? If he runs this, you do that, and vice versa. Or is there something that he could be doing better that maybe Sir Hulk Z watching this game can take something and learn from it? Or probably as we go here, we'll get down to some specifics. But anything, Finley, geez, that really is that real, I guess.
It really is. It's end of last year and this year and throwing that a lot.
That's crazy.
But it is systematic, like you said. As far as my offense, I can tell if you're in zone and man right away.
Okay, and how do you do that out of your formation?
Out of bunch, just the way they loop to the right.
Okay.
Like the way he moves to the
right.
What
do you mean by when they loop? You mean the corners or
the corners? Yeah, like he'll slow down right away and he'll stop at B, like right in front of him, man to man.
Okay.
And you can tell right away if they're in zone.
Okay, so right there he was in man. Okay, gotcha.
Easy. You can just tell right away. And that's why audible's so quick, and I think that's what gives me a little edge too, is I can tell
that quickly, and then
yeah,
audible.
I mean, it really is right out of the huddle. I can tell where you're at.
Now, see, in this game, you have that one quick audible, if you will. You know how you can just audible real quickly, but I think there's a timer, and I would like somebody, maybe even myself, to get like a stopwatch to see how long you have, because I know if you wait too long, then you have to like actually call a normal audible. You know what I'm saying? That was good right there. But yeah, like you said, that is those little jumps, guys, that you can't really put in a tip or something like that. This is why these film rooms, sitting down with a player such as Warhawk's caliber here and just jumping into his head right there, those little things that his first thing that he looks at is man or zone immediately, even before his quarterback's even in the picture. He's looking on the right side. That's I'm guessing, right, from what you're saying. You're just looking at the right side of the screen, looking at the right side of the screen. As soon as you see that, you already have in your head kind of, if he's in man, I'm already doing these hot routes. If he's in zone, I'm already doing these zone hot routes. So these little minor things, seconds here, seconds there, these little small things, that's what I guess separates the men from the boys, I guess you could say.
It definitely helps. I know in bunch, I have one man play, one zone play, that's it. And otherwise I'm audibling. And so when you see audible, it means obviously I didn't like something I saw right away.
Okay.
But just the way it come out in it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, that's basically, guys that are trying to get better at the game. That's one of the things that you can do is just come out, make a read immediately, and then don't waste time. Oh, jeez. Oh, he just held up right there. So, anyways, yeah, we'll come back to the offensive side of the ball. We're now back on D. You're moving these guys down. You put them in a zone. Okay, so now this is a concept that I've been preaching for years, and every ebook and every tip I do is always make it look the same. And you're doing the same, so I'm not just a schizo here. This really is what pros do, I guess you could say, right? Making everything look the same. You slid that guy down. He was in a yellow. You didn't even plan on blitzing him, right? You just made it look like he was blitzing, so they had to respect it. I guess
you want to keep him guessing because I mean, anytime I could bring 6, and like I think this next play here I bring 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
you do. That is crazy. You have a purple and a spy, and you are in the middle of the field. Come get it. Let me see how this works. Now you
he picks it up good right there. I mean, Eli's like killing him right now, but it actually picked it up pretty good. But he's blocking more people. He's only got 3 routes out there. Most of the plays here.
Okay. Now why are you doing a spy more so than a yellow? I think I know why, but I don't think the people at home know exactly why you're doing a spy rather than a yellow. What is your thought on a spy versus a yellow? Because you're blitzing 6, so you're probably not spying him, I'm guessing, to stop a quarterback run. It's more of a coverage thing, am I right? Or?
Yeah, it is. And he's running like a drag route in that bunch right there.
Okay.
And it just gets underneath there, and if he does throw that, I mean, he hasn't yet, but he does later in the game, and you'll see the spy react. As a yellow, it's on top of it. It doesn't play it as well.
Okay.
The whole reason the spy is there is just to cover the middle of the field, and with the safety, you can just take away the first read. That's your main goal.
Gotcha. Okay, we're switching up to man here, right? So actually, what you're doing then is you're actually using a spy as a form of, look at Bradshaw. Oh, jeez. Using a spy as a form of a coverage. Am I right?
Yep. And then, I mean, obviously if the quarterback takes off somehow.
Of course, then you can.
Blitzing 6, he's still there, but.
So why would you ever have yellows then? You know what I mean? Why would we not do spies? I mean,
you have I guess for the streaks, like against shotgun,
the streaks go deeper.
Streaks.
I see what you're saying.
They sometimes get big, but a spy just doesn't do anything.
So a spy for like underneath routes if you're trying to get coverage, because I have noticed that, and I'm sure that a lot of other gamers notice that, but maybe not everybody has thought to put a spy out there because the yellows drop back too far. Try to swap.
Just too big, man.
Just too big. These fades are ridiculous this year. There's nothing you can really do about that. That's a good read by him, though. Yeah, on defense, though, the spies definitely guard like low hike throws. So if you're getting drags and slants over the middle of the field and yellows just aren't guarding it, guys, try a spy. You know, it definitely does work in coverage. Not just necessarily they're not out there to spy the quarterback. You can actually use them as coverage in this year's game. So.
And they react real well. Like I actually get a lot of picks with spies.
Really?
Seems like they actually catch them too. I mean, sometimes obviously they drop a few here and there, but I feel like the spies do catch them better than the yellows.
Gotcha. Okay. So we got 27 seconds left here. 3 timeouts. You have Aaron Rodgers, got one of the best offenses in the country, and oh jeez.
Yeah, I was like,
no.
maybe I'll just do a draw next play. But when you have something that open.
Yeah. You got to take a look. Are you still? Shout out to Gunfused. Look at him. Are you still trying to get points here, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give it a look. I mean,
okay, you got
like
Mason.
you said, it's 23 seconds. With my offense, I feel like that's a ton of time.
Of course, yeah, and you got Mason Crosby. You could get a field goal from here probably.
Exactly.
Oh man! All right, so let's see. I don't think you can do a slant anymore now, right? Like you just did a slant last.
He was in zone anyway, so I wasn't gonna throw that. But
there we go.
Something quick like that.
Go Jones.
Still 2 timeouts.
You got one more. This we gotta get about 20, 30 yards here. Probably 20, right? Yeah, something like
roughly.
that. Yeah, roughly 20. We'll see what happens. Let's see what the read is. You gotta throw one of these streaks. Maybe Nelson.
Yeah, here it
there
comes.
It is. Oh,
he plays it. There's that yellow.
There's the yellow. Spy wouldn't have covered it. That's good stuff. How that just panned out. Yeah, these film rooms are really is cool to kind of sit down and watch the games. I personally love watching Madden. I don't know about you, Warhawk, but
yeah, definitely. It's no matter who's playing. I mean, it's just something to get a different look.
Exactly. I was talking to oh, there it is. Timeout. That was a good ass route. I was talking to Jet Steel a few days ago, and he was just saying, yeah, man, I just watch a bunch of Call of Duty videos when I'm at work. Just love watching games. So this is your first film room ever. It's your first voiceover, if you will. Is this kind of cool to watch yourself play? You see anything, that you notice you're doing something wrong? You're like, I should have done this differently. Is that something that you're noticing, or not so much?
Yeah, I mean, you look at so far he's put up 14, which I'm not mad about it, but he's definitely – it's just the adjustments. I look at defense more than the offense. The offense has been the same since day one.
Of course.
I mean, it's been very, very similar the whole way through. And it's just looking at the adjustments I make and why I'm doing it. But, yeah, it's definitely cool to see yourself play.
Yeah, it's definitely entertaining because there's some times where you lose and you're just like, what was I thinking? There's definitely a lot of those moments. So, why are we in the tight doubles formation? Why this formation? Then I know you keep running the draw. Is it just the Justin Tuck's an animal?
He is.
Is there a passing play in there too, or
there is too? You saw that corner out at the half there.
Yep.
That's in that, and you saw a quick pass to James Jones. That's also in the same formation.
Gotcha.
It just has a lot of different reads. In that B route, I put him on an in route, and he gets underneath every single zone except for the spy, of course.
Yeah.
But he gets underneath a lot of it, and they're covering that corner out, and they're covering the 2 streaks. It's just a lot in one play.
Okay, there's 3 guys over there, and nobody cares. These the flat outside slant. Would you say that's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, concepts in this year's game, because it works on man and in zone? With the running back, if you do it in man, they flip coverages. Oh, jeez. Really?
No, it was
really, Greg Jennings? Jeez.
He drops us occasionally, but it's that flat slant combo is definitely big in this year. He's actually playing cover 4 on these last couple plays here. And it's actually leaving the flats open.
So you're throwing the flats?
I'll go right back to the slant again because he brought him back to cover 3.
I see what you're saying.
But then this is just sick right here.
Oh, no. Kind of like Tyler when he played you. He dotted you on full.
It's just nothing you can do about it. I mean, I probably could have went out of bounds, but
nah. What I've actually been seeing is I'm kind of excited to jump out there myself. I do have a game coming up here on the Battle of the Throne versus what is this guy's Gold Vols. That should be a pretty interesting game. Anyways, I'm playing a little bit. I got a few new things I'm doing. I'm pretty excited about. But one of the things that I'm doing that I'll just kind of let the cat out the bag. That's kind of creative. I think it's not gonna be. It's like these are the small things. But I don't know if you ever thought of doing this either. Warhawk is actually if you have a wide receiver, you just tap X and you just lay down. You know what I'm talking about?
I've heard of people doing that actually.
Yeah, I think it's
Gunfuse is telling me about that. How people just dive into the ground.
I think it's not even dive because if you dive head first, sometimes they fumble and stuff. It's just like that.
He just lays down.
That cradle like fetal position, like and you just run. Yeah, that they actually make that sound effect too. By the way, if you turn your TV up loud enough. But anyways, yeah, that seems to be pretty effective because the way I look at the game now is like I said, I'm pretty excited to do my next film room. It's the last week I've been really playing like this. It's still the same type of offense, but it's just a little bit of a different, different concepts. And the only way I feel like it stopped if it's a bad pass, but I'm playing with Rodgers, so I don't really feel like I'm gonna have any bad passes, or if I fumble, because what I've seen in this year's game. Oh, look at this! Look at you trying to show off for the ladies or what, man?
It's a little stick there.
Just a little bit, something small. Yeah, the only way I feel like it stopped, and I'm sure you probably feel the same way, is like I'll like throw a streak and I'll like dot him for like 20 or something, and as soon as I catch a streak, it's like an instant strip animation. And I fumble the ball right after like he played horrible D, and I get stripped. So from now on, I think I know I am. I think that's gonna catch fire. I think what is your take on that? I think that's like a genius idea of diving down.
Yeah, well, it's definitely smart. They're not gonna fumble. I mean, like right now, I could be up 10.
Correct.
And he's got ball, but now I'm down 4.
Exactly.
All because of fumble. I mean, it's just dive down. But yeah, like obviously sometimes you're gonna break a tackle and take it to the house. But this year, the way offense is, I mean, it really is hard to get a stop.
Yeah. So I don't want to leave it. Normally, what I normally like to do in recent games is everybody always complain about fumbles and stuff like that. And what I used to do is I didn't run the ball as much because I never want to put myself in a situation. That's pretty good D here.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, Rodgers. I never want to put myself in a situation where I could fumble or I could get stopped. So a lot of my routes were on the sideline, so I would catch it and then like damn near be out of bounds and just run out anyways. So I would never really be in the middle of the field. I always told people because if you haven't already noticed in Madden, guys, the sidelines is ridiculous. They don't pick the ball. I don't know why, but the middle of the field, obviously, you can, so I would always play, like, heavy sidelines. And when I do that, obviously I didn't fumble as much. But this year's game, the streaks in the slots are so effective, so I really can't play as much sideline as I want to. So I think I'm going to start diving. So is that something you think you're going to start doing, or what's your talk on that?
I was actually trying it last week, and I do it most of the game. You can do it most of the game. It's just a habit of making yourself do it. I did it for like a couple plays, and all of a sudden I see myself out there juking, trying to make other plays happen. So I mean, it's just a habit. I just want to try to make things happen.
Exactly. I don't know. Oh, jeez. What just happened there?
He came screaming to the B, or I think it was B gap. I had a guy open on top too, but
Sir Hulk.
Yeah, he's actually not bad.
This guy's not bad, man.
Played pretty good.
Not bad. I totally forgot what we were just talking about. Oh, the diving. Yeah, there it is. Streaks.
There's Finley for you.
Finley. I think Jordy Nelson's better than Finley, by the way, now.
Yeah, yesterday in the Packer game, Finley had like 3 drops.
Oh, yeah.
Nelson was clutch.
Nelson definitely was clutch. Anyways, Tim Tebow's the greatest ever in life. With that being said, back to the diving thing. I don't know if I'm going to dive every play. Like, if I'm down, I don't think I'm going to be diving. I think I'm going to, like, obviously stretch for the, extra yards, the break tackles, and, taking off and, yards after the catch, I guess you could say. But I think normally, like, maybe 70, 60% of the time, I think I'm going to start diving. So look out for that, guys. I think it's going to start to catch wildfire in the community here, and hopefully into the online community as well. So anyways, back to the game here. 21-20. You had to take 3, which is kind of unfortunate there. So what type of D are you playing now? Are you playing you got to get a pick, you got to get a stop, or is it not panic mode yet? Because this is a 6-minute game, right?
It is. And with the accelerated clock, I mean, I feel like it goes faster than the 4 minutes all Madden games.
Really?
It does. I feel like it really does. If you don't have someone that no huddles all game, like we've both been going to the huddle the entire time. So this game hasn't been too long, but he's definitely got, like, he's getting hit as he throws, but he's still got people open the whole way through here.
Yeah.
So he's definitely got a good scheme. He's actually making some really good plays out there.
Yeah, and he's playing, hats off to him. I'm always for people that use a, creative team. So shout outs to Sir Hulk for using the Giants. That's pretty creative. I'm not even mad at him staying in the game. I personally would like to use a different team, but the Packers are just so damn good this year. It's really scary. So they really do give you the best chance to win. I was looking at oh, geez, he had a touchdown up top on the left side. Yeah,
those Giants receivers are, again, I pressed one time right there.
They just get off the jam.
They just shed them real quick, yeah.
That's crazy. I was actually, when I was a couple months ago or so, when the man press started to become, like, really effective and everybody was doing it, I was looking at the Texans, man. The Texans are actually really good, I think, to be honest with you. Again.
Yeah, it just gets off. They're just so big and fast, too. These Giants are fast.
I'm not even. Ramsey's barring 5 catches, 126. Look at this kid.
He was in the party chat the whole time, too, talking about Ramsey this, Ramsey that.
Oh, he wasn't in the party chat, though.
He was.
No. Look at this kid.
And he's driving real easy here, which is, I mean, I usually like to say in the fourth quarter I slow him down. It takes a while to score, but just like a streak right there. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I mean, obviously I could have a deep blue there, but
yeah,
it's just one big play, and he just starts driving this quick.
No, he's definitely
And that's a nice motion play, too, there.
That is a very good motion. Now, I think some trips bunch don't let you motion that guy. Am I right?
Yeah, I think in the regular bunch, I don't even know if you can, but he's in the bunch base from the Jets playbook, I believe.
Okay. Because I think there's some of them you can only motion that tight end to the left, because I've been seeing some guys start motion. That motion is like you said, that's real quick. I'm guessing he was on a flat route there. That was pretty effective there, though. So we're 28-20 here. You got the Rock, 450 left. He looks like he's in control. What are you trying to score quick here, or?
Yeah, you'll see. It's not like a panic, but it's
it's damn close.
More of a rushed offense.
I see.
I mean, he has a good edge heat right there.
Oh, jeez. I'm not even mad at this guy right now. That's good D. That was just great pocket by you. But if he was playing a schmo right there, that might have been a sack. It's one like gun fuse, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a sack. Maybe even fumble, too. I don't even know.
Oh, gun fuse. That's good stuff.
He's in this cover 4, too. So that corner out, it's usually wide open.
Yeah.
He's got. I mean, it's in the area, but they still don't pick him that. Like,
I feel this is good. This is good D. This dude Justin Tuck is coming free every time here.
He is, and he's shifting his line right. And I let it come through, but I mean, if I protect, it was coming through too.
I saw a lot of people are doing this D. It's kind of coming pretty popular. I'm sure it'll show up in some of the tips or ebooks or whatever to come here. The shift D, where you kind of shift them over, and it's kind of like an overload. Now, I saw you doing it, but I think what he's doing a little bit differently is kind of the concept I did last year in my 4-6 bear, where you blitz a linebacker that's like, 4 or 5 yards deep, and he actually picks up that left tackle. Is that what he's doing here? Is he
That's what he's doing. Yeah, he's got. If you watch that linebacker.
Yeah, he
does take a tackle every time.
And that right tackle, if you just saw, he actually just died. But you had a running back in there to block.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's a concept that you guys can take from this, is if you actually blitz a linebacker, deep. I think maybe he's doing it from the left this time, right? Because that linebacker on the right.
I think he picked up his blitzing. He got good animation there too. He was all mad in the party chat about not getting that pick, but.
Oh jeez. Hey man, it's just Madden 12.
Yeah.
You just get thrown at. It's crazy. All right, so we're probably gonna run the ball here. Ooh, good stick. Oh yeah. You don't play sane? What are you doing, bro? We're not doing that yet. You haven't.
No, if I fumble.
You haven't come over to the dark side.
It's just the way it is. I'm not trying to fumble. I know Stark still fumbles for me, but.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I don't really run the ball. And I'm looking for the Y route right there on that flat. And he ends up playing good D.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So now I wouldn't say panic. I just need to stop.
You definitely need to stop right now. And he's actually been, just because the Giants get off the jam, I mean, he's been moving the ball pretty relatively well now.
He is. Yes.
Okay, so on that 2-point conversion there, I think what you did wrong is you just you had a read, and then the read was covered. You didn't have anything else to go with it, right?
The flat route, which I almost never see, and so I couldn't throw that. And I guess I didn't really have a backup route. I was expecting that to be wide open, just the way he came out.
Yeah. I hear you. Okay, so let's.
Right here, that's your spy. He's actually in a spy right there.
There it is. One hand for the ladies. Do it, Hawk. Oh,
and he was furious in the party about that too. He couldn't believe it, but.
I was gonna probably be a dot too.
Yeah, he definitely had him open too. That route keeps getting open against zone, and that's one of the things he had against zone. He's actually had really, really good plays for it.
No, you just snatched him in the spy. That's great. This is literally the first time, and I'm sure people probably think that sometimes we're gassing. Like I haven't watched this, and Carl always says it. I'm like, oh, okay. I really haven't watched this game. This is the first time I'm watching this, and that's crazy that we just kind of set that up with the spy and the yellow thing here. As you guys see now, as I was saying earlier, the spies do play coverage. Probably ended up just sealing the game for you here, because if you now, let me ask you this question. Now, sometimes this is a concept that some of us pros do here. Is are you gonna play like high risk, high reward? Ooh, that guy almost came in. Uh-oh. When it rains, it pours. Are you going to play more of a drop-back defense, or are you going to try and – you probably will now. Yeah,
it's a little different. It's as you see, I do the slant too, but I'm only blitzing 3 guys.
Okay.
And you'll see him come off the left edge untouched.
Oh, okay, so you don't have to blitz another guy like he does?
No, I actually don't. In certain formations, you can just shift them and spread them like that.
Oh, geez.
Or shift them and crash them. And you re-blitz him, and he comes off the edge. And then that's my I wouldn't say fag D, but I'm only blitzing 3. I'm just looking for you to throw in a coverage one time.
Now, that's actually a really good D. That dude super came. Mike, yeah, he's gonna motion him over there. This guy's actually not that bad. Look at him, adjusting. Okay.
Yeah.
Not mad at this guy. What was I gonna say here? In normal situations, you got the big sack, so that was big there. But what a lot of people do, and I know I've done in plenty of money games before, and then everyone in the hotel room wants to snap, and it's just like, okay, whatever, I just want the ball back. In a game like this where the offense is this easy to score, I guess you could say, and someone like you that has such a good offense, would you kind of play high risk, high reward where you get a stop, or if you don't get a stop, at least he can't clock you all the way out, because he is only down 6 right now. So if he scores a touchdown, give me those. That's good D there. If he scores a touchdown, it's ball game. So if you were playing somebody that wanted to methodically drive, what I'll do sometimes is I'll send like 6 or 7 even, and run cover 2, and they'll get like a 60-yard gain. But if they get a 60-yard gain, they can't clock me out then mathematically, because there's not enough first downs left or whatever, right? So do you ever do that, or do you ever I wish we would have been able to set it up there, but you got a big sack, so of course you're gonna drop everybody back. But normally, just to kind of let you guys know that there are some times where I have given points up before in a game to later just get the ball back and be on that clutch drive. I'd rather have it in my offensive hands than my defense in Madden, just because the offense is so damn roided in these recent years. So,
Yeah,
do you agree with that,
especially this
or
year too. Yeah, I agree 100%. If they get to a certain, like I'd say like the 40, like my 40,
you're just sending it?
sending everyone. I mean, not obviously not gonna blitz 8,
Of
but
course,
you're just
yeah.
you're trying to get a huge stop. They
No.
can do something stupid, but
Now, for example, if I was playing you and you were playing me, and vice versa or whatever, right? And you were blitzing the crib on me, and I know that I would do the same. You know what I mean? Like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to, like, you're not sending 8 to make it look obvious. Would you? What's your thought? Would you bring the ball? Like, if I'm sending it and you know what I'm doing, just to get the ball back in my hands, would you score, take the points, or not score, but take the 60 yards or whatever the case may be? Or there's some people that actually bring the ball back and run out of bounds or cover up. I mean, what is your take on that? Would you kind of mess with fate and not score and then try and control the ball down 6 still? Just a little bit of a situation. We're playing a little situation game here. Or what would you do? Would you pull back and keep it in your offensive hands, or would you give me the ball, with a minute left and you're up 1? All I got to do is get 3 with Mason Crosby. What would you do?
if you only have to get 3, I mean, it's best to milk it out. I mean, I feel like especially against someone as I would say as a pro like you, I'm not trying to play your offense for 3 points. I mean, not this year.
I understand.
It's not something I want to see. I mean, if it's someone you like a VG game or something like.
Now you would bring it down because, like I said, you would be down. You would be down 6 like this guy. So you'd have to score a touchdown. You'd still take it down. You're not trying to because stopping this in this year's game for 3 is pretty crazy. Yeah, that's would have been my answer. I just didn't know if you would have been like, nah, I like me to lock up, but one streak or one dude getting off the jam. Hakeem Nicks goes off the jam one time, you lose. Sorry.
You saw before half too. It was 17 seconds I think left.
Yeah.
And it took 2 pass plays. Now it's there.
Exactly.
With Crosby, I mean, it's just 62 yards. I think he's good from, or 63. I mean, he's just that's 2 plays.
Exactly. No, that's exactly the way I would have played it too. So, if you guys ever in those situations, that's the way me and Warhawk would play it. You might play it differently, but it really depends though. Like the first play of the game or the first play of that drive, he got sacked and you didn't do so. You kind of backed him up. So it's really situational, I guess you could say. So he didn't get off the jam there, and there's nothing open. And
that's the D I like to run against. If I have to just slow him down. Even if he scores, I'm not mad at. He's not no timeout. Just need the onside kick.
This is like that D that you don't give some big up. You give small shit up.
It's just something. They have to hope someone gets open on some kind of man, like B press, something like that.
Now you play that Jennings.
Oh
jeez, that's pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie to you. You play this Jennings guy?
Yeah, I actually play.
Oh no, what's going
Shields
on?
at strong safety, and I put Burnett and Jennings in the middle there for 4-6. And the reason behind that is that they're in flat zones or purple zones. Those guys actually jump. Like I feel like they jump. They're actually big. I mean, they're 6'1", 6 foot, and they actually just get up for me.
This guy's gonna quit here.
Yeah, he actually does concede to me.
Oh jeez.
It's one of those rank game things.
Oh, he conceded. Concede defeat. That's cute. All right, well, that wraps this one up. So I guess pros 1, online guys 0. So we'll catch you guys for the next episode. This has been your boy, The Truth, and the newest GG Pro, Warhawk.